Hey Layersins, welcome back to the Wyvern's Lair. I am Dungeon Master Wyvern, returning to the grand adventure that is the new Legacy Shard for Ultima Online. This evening we got a special treat in store for the members of the Wyvern's Lair Guild here on New Legacy, and of course anyone who will be watching the stream live with us and catching this stream in the future. We are finally at that incredible milestone of being able to place our guild Citadel, and for those of you who may not be familiar with how the guild system works on the New Legacy, nothing is really given to the player community. You have to earn your guild achievements on New Legacy. It takes a monumental effort, and it was a monumental effort from scores of players that are currently active with the Wyvern's Lair, who have passed through the banners of this guild over the course of the first season of New Legacy. This achievement is thanks to them, certainly not anything to do with myself. You know, I play the smallest part in this. This, you know, goes out to pillars of the Wyvern's Lair community, emissaries like John and Poison Ivy, new community members like Nemesis, and scores of others that, you know, I could spend a great deal of time counting off. But please know, I'm grateful for anyone who has contributed a single prestige point to the progress and success of the Wyvern's Lair over the course of the last several months. So this achievement is your achievement, and I hope that when we do establish our guild Citadel live on stream, you take some pride in having been a part of that journey with the Knights and Squires of the Wyvern's Lair. I also want to go ahead and acknowledge a really entertaining and informative roadmap roundtable by the good developers for Ultima Online over at Broadsword Online Games. They put together a real fascinating roundtable. They were in-game on Test Center 1, making themselves available for questions from players in-game, and it was a great backdrop for the discussion. And at the same time, we had the good fortune to be hosted by Fenico on YouTube and Twitch, Fenico being the community manager for Ultima Online. So that was a really exciting development. It's the first roundtable of hopefully many from Broadsword Online Games, and I want to just credit the developers for the new page that they are writing, the new history they are writing for Ultima Online and the Ultima Online player community. So exciting days ahead. All right, with that out of the way, let's go and meet up with the Knights and Squires this evening, who will be assisting us pack up our our iconic small stone tower that has served as our guild house for the longest of times. And I'm excited to do that with the community members from the Wyvern's Lair who are available this evening, and then of course hopefully place our guild tower. So let's go ahead and head over to the game scene real quick, and let's go ahead and get some tunes going, shall we? And let's adjust the volume so it doesn't blow out our ears. I think that's good. We'll leave it there. I'll move it over here so it's nice and easy for me to see. Let's also move over on Discord here too. There we go. And let's jump in, shall we? Just gonna go ahead and make sure that I'm monitoring this on my mobile device, the stream. Always good to have something up like this so you can keep track of the stream, make sure that everything is going as planned. There we go. And off to New Legacy. And while I get into William, my warrior tamer, my main character for the first season, and there we are. Let's go ahead and meet up with the Knights of the Lair.
Childhood. Hey, Wyvern.
Hey, friends.
And he started talking about Jellystone parks. And
oh, really? Okay.
yeah, and
okay.
we still have one here in Luray, or up in Luray. I don't know if you've ever been to like Luray Caverns up in the mountains here, but they've got one and it's got a whole pinball arcade in it.
Oh, that's super cool. That's
So
super cool.
I looked on the website and we saw that they do a Halloween thing, and we're totally into Halloween, like really big. So we're gonna go camping up there this fall and do their Halloween stuff in the cabins.
That sounds super fun.
Heck yeah.
What did I walk into? What are you guys talking about?
Pinball.
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 Yeah.
Hey, do I have some pinball enthusiasts here on the at the keep?
Every one of us.
Everyone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were talking about we were just talking about like gaming and all sorts of stuff, and talked to pinball, and I was mentioning in Asheville in North Carolina, they have a really cool pinball museum that we've been to. Really fun to check out.
Well, you know how we do it here. I always like to check in with the guild members at the very top of the stream. Let's start with you, Nemesis. How are things for you? What you've been obviously, we had a chance to connect just yesterday for our own player reaction to the first ever roadmap roundtable. But yeah, how's the week going for you so far? Now that we're kind of at the midpoint.
It's been going great, man. I've been hanging out with the little one. We've been doing, we've been building some Legos up, which was fun today. Yeah, I get to spend some quality time today.
I saw you post something about like a Mario Brothers Lego piece set that you got recently.
Dude, they're awesome, man. So our little reward system at home here is when he's having good days, he earns stars. Stars equals he gets to buy Lego sets.
Nice.
So he's amassed quite the collection. But what's cool is they have like Mario Bluetooth figurines, and when you buy all of these sets, you can build levels with them. It's really, really interesting how they did it. It's super fun. He loves it.
Yeah, I think I remember Drea trying to explain it to me. I couldn't quite grasp it, but she was like, "You could." There's almost like an augmented reality element to it, where you can take a device and build out levels. Anyway, it sounded fascinating. But that's cool.
Yeah.
Great way to motivate your little one to behave and learn. So cheers to you guys on first class parenting there.
Trying, man.
Heck yeah. And over to our great emissary, Poison Ivy, the bedrock for this guild. How are you and your good husband Rex doing this evening?
Well, we're doing good. A little bit tired. We got out and cleaned the pool, and it was kind of warm and sunny outside.
I am not built for late nights, Ivy. We had a late night, you and I, and Nemesis last night, and I felt it all today. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I kind of felt it too. I mean, amazingly enough, I popped up and managed to stay up all day, though. So,
yeah,
I don't know, I got a second wind. But
me too. I popped up, but I had no second wind. I was just tired.
I had made a awesome teriyaki glaze and had put that in the marinade and everything overnight, and got on the grill and grilled that up.
Nice.
And we made fried up some rice with some veggies and stuff in it.
How come you're not sharing that good barbecue porn with the rest of us?
I gotta get better with taking pictures of the food and sharing it. It's really good. I mean, we really get on the bandwagon for cooking and baking. Like for Mother's Day, my mom's like, I want your meatloaves.
Aww.
I'm probably gonna make like an almond cake for Mother's Day for her, and
lucky
bring
parents.
over some homemade mashed potatoes and some meatloaf.
Lucky parents. How you doing, Rex? I don't hear your voice enough these days, my friend.
We're not streaming, are we?
We're streaming.
We are?
We are.
Just the four of us?
What?
I mean, hey,
Okay.
I mean...
Well, I guess I better do an intro or something.
Sure.
We didn't have an intro yet.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are not watching Epic Loot Gaming, and you are not watching the Church of the Celtic Pumpkin. If you're watching anything, you're watching us stand around, take up water barrels. I am Rex Rumble, and I am a pinball addict. Let me tell you, I was in Maryland 25 years ago at this crab shack that I didn't eat the crabs. They had Keno, which I don't understand why anybody plays Keno. Keno's like lottery, but every 10 minutes. And honestly, it's like, look, why don't I just, I'll just give you $10, you kick me in the balls. Because this is boring. But they had an arcade attached to it as well. And it had a lot of old machines. We're talking Gyrus, we're talking Xevious, we're talking Stargate, all the great ones. And it had the original KISS pinball machine. The one where the spinners in the back are Gene Simmons' head, and one side is his head, the other side is his tongue when you hit it. And it spins, he sticks his tongue out. It was great. It was an old table, though. I mean, it had ruts in it, but it was a good play. However, the three best tables I've ever played are Monster Bash, which is, I think, one of the greatest ever. Elvira's Scared Stiff, which we had at the student union when I was in A school. And the first of the electronic Star Wars pinball machines, when they just got into adding electronics to it. It was the trilogy editions. Very good. These were very good tables. And I would love to go to a pinball museum. I would probably blow an entire paycheck if I was allowed to play at pinball museum.
Maleficent and I got that close in Vegas to going to a pinball museum when we were there last year, but we decided to do something else instead. But there you go.
It's so tactile. It's what the. I mean, I will play a digital copy like I have, on the PlayStation, but you can't give it the hip.
Right. Yeah.
You can't really jiggle and catch the ball the same way. It's just not the same. Pinball's a very tactile game.
That's old school, man.
Also, you can sit there with a cigarette in your mouth.
I think if you're a pinball player, you're probably like the most OG gamer on the planet, right? Like
pinball is the OG video game.
That's right. And we got Scruffy here too. Look at that, he's showing up. Slurns McKenzie in the house. Well, listen, I want to thank all of you for being here this evening. As I was saying in my intro, this is a milestone that belongs to the Wyvern's Lair player community, and we wouldn't be here without you folks and everyone else who's contributed in ways large and small throughout the season. And I just felt like it would be the right thing for all of us to sort of pack up the small stone tower as a community, and then place the Citadel. So, Ivy, what would you recommend here? I'm ready to start unlocking things and handing it to people. How should we do this?
Well, okay. Well, I can load. Look, I friended you to Junk in the Trunk.
Okay.
And if you want to friend me to your beetle, we can, as you unlock stuff, I can fill yours first, and then if we have anything overlaying, we can start putting it in mine.
Okay, I just friended you to Githka, so hopefully you're able to use Githka too. Okay. Yeah. And then we can get everyone else involved as well. So how should we get everyone else contributing to this so they're not just standing around and staring at us while we do this?
I'll dance. It's fine.
Hey, I like that. I'll dance too. I'll do the spins.
We need to put a poll out here. Get Scruffy going.
What the heck, Slurms? Get on voice, noob! I got time for that tech stuff. I'm streaming. Okay.
Yeah, so me and Nemesis went ahead and took up. It should be enough barrels that we took up to make space for that Citadel. So we'll see.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it to you, Ivy. Just try to get everyone else involved as you can. So here we go. I'm gonna start releasing stuff. I want to acknowledge Leafy and Nebula out there in the Stygian Abyss. Thank you for joining us this evening, Leafy. Always good to have you here. You must be in your house to do this. Okay, so I have to stand here. I wish to release this. Is there a way to just quickly get back to a command you inputted? Oh, you got it. You got the head? Nope, it's still there. It's still there. Okay, gotcha. I was just once you step on.
Was 2 orcs and a card not available? Do we have to do this ourselves?
Yeah,
all right, the head's loose. Go for it, Ivy.
That's what she said.
That was too easy.
You have an axe too, right?
That's what she said.
Gorguard's unlocked. Slurns McKenzie, my good friend, how are you this evening? Thank you for joining us.
I didn't realize you guys were in voice.
Yeah, we're doing this live on stream. Say hello to the internets and the UO player community. Slurms, thank you for joining me last night for the player reaction to the first ever roadmap roundtable. I'm glad you were able to dip in and contribute to that.
Oh, absolutely.
The sword is loose. Head of the Crimson Dragon's loose.
You have an axe. You didn't answer me.
Do I have an axe? I do not have an axe.
All right, you're gonna need an axe so that you can get the
Furniture?
fire pit and stuff up. Yeah.
Okay.
I have an extra one right here.
Thank you, Nemesis.
If you can let me in through the front door.
Oh, of course, yeah. There you go.
It's on this little pedestal right there.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and put that in my hands. So, Slurms, you know how we do it here. Whenever we're live on stream, your story here matters. Obviously, we had a chance to talk offline yesterday, but just for the sake of the stream itself, how are you doing? How's the midweek going for you, and how are you feeling? Most importantly, you were down with quite the bug.
Yeah, it ended up being like some sort of pneumonia or something like that because my lungs were just wrecked.
Oh man, you're sounding a lot better today.
Yeah, talking too much, but being a teacher, that happens.
What do you teach?
I teach a lot of things. I teach CS, so I teach game design, I teach 3D animation, and I teach Cambridge information technology and AP or advanced placement computer science principles.
That is so cool.
Really?
So cool. How did you find your way into teaching computer science and a computer science curriculum that kind of leans towards game design, Slurms? I'm just curious.
So I went to Embry-Riddle for computer engineering. Had a couple incidents there. A couple of friends died in a tragic accident on the highway. I didn't really recover, so me and one of my other friends transferred schools. I ended up going to my family's school, essentially, where like everyone in my family went and graduated, University of Toledo. And,
that is quite. Let me just stop you there. That is quite the life-changing event. I'm so sorry about that, Slurms, and yeah, I'm glad that you're here today. That sounds like a horrific accident.
Yeah, my buddy Alex Pietrosh will forever live in my heart. Dude was a great guy. It just sand on the highway on 95 in Florida.
Oof.
He didn't know how to navigate it. He T-boned on it, or was sideways on the highway, and that doesn't work out well when you're on the highway like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So ended up not really recovering all that well. I mean, this is 20 years ago. I mean, it's been some time.
Yes.
And went to University of Toledo. And I was like, I don't really know my family all that well, because my parents have moved around so much. So I'm like, let me go reconnect with my cousins and everyone who lives there. Went for computer engineering, had a really, really good professor in my automata theory basically tell me, if you don't like this class, don't go into computer engineering. I had a real heart-to-heart with him. So I got out. Ended up doing systems engineering, individualized study program. First job out of college, I really couldn't find any jobs because I graduated in 2009, kind of at the height of the Great Recession. Yeah. So couldn't really find anything. Ended up stumbling on George Mason University. They had an incubator where I ended up working as an associate producer for an educational game system, and helped develop that, helped create that.
Slurms, it's funny how life can be, because obviously I'm sorry that at the kind of like the start of your career you ended up in a job market like that. I'm familiar with it too. I'm part of that Great Recession generation, so when you talk about those frustrations, I totally empathize. But I actually think that if I could have gone back in time and decided to push my career in a given direction, it would have been academia. I mean, you have so many people who are passionate game developers right now whose lives have absolutely been destroyed by the recession right now in the games industry, and arguably the wider tech industry too, for that matter. And I just feel like you're in a really good spot to do something that you love in a way that is kind of like a solid thing under your feet, if that makes sense, as far as a career.
Yeah,
anyway,
I mean, continue. I have no threats of my job really, with regards to stability, at least at the moment. So yeah, teaching is a really good one. I just wish it paid a little more.
Yeah.
Because one of my buddies wants me to actively leave teaching to go work for him. Mm-hmm. And it's really hard not to when he's offering me $50,000 more.
Oof, that's a lot.
And you're going oh, 50,000, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But I only make 60,000 right now, and I've been teaching for 11 years. So it's a really low, salary, and I live in Florida, which means that it is not cheap.
Yeah.
But because I hold my Scrum Master and I have my PMP and stuff like that for project management.
Yeah.
110 is not a whole lot for that either. So he knows he's getting a steal.
200.
No, that's great. Those are definitely industry bona fides, and that combined with your teaching experience, that probably puts you in a really nice position to really hit the ground running with a good team and perform at a high level.
Yeah, so
Virginia, you'd get 200K just because you got Scrum.
Yeah, and honestly, Virginia's expensive, but when you look at Florida, Virginia looks cheap. I know everyone who's like, oh, Virginia's so expensive, and I'm just like, no,
It's not really.
Have you looked at Fort Lauderdale and Miami and the southern Dade area, it is expensive down here.
Let me tell you though, it's really not. It's comparable to Florida, and it depends on which city you live in because we've got 7 different tax codes in this state. We've got everything from 3.5 to 11. So
while we're there, I just want to go ahead and acknowledge
what city?
Layersins there in the Stygian Abyss. Barbara Marzalzalik saying congratulations to your guild, Barbara. Thank you so much for the kind words. And, this is an achievement for the Wyvern's Lair, but it's also, in part thanks to the great player community here in New Legacy who's been so kind to all of us, including myself. So this is hopefully a New Legacy milestone as well, and something that I'm hoping to record for posterity when people look back at this season and what we did as a player community. I feel like our guild is sort of an archivist for the first seasons in that way. You watch you come to our community streams, and it's the story of the season right from the very beginning. So thank you for the kind words. We got Onyxia from Ultima Online saying congratulations to your guild from the NPH guild. NPH, what's the acronym there, Ivy? Do you recognize it? NPH.
In like Nancy?
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
Let's look them up. Thank you so much, Onyxia, for I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly there. For the kind words. Let's look them up on the diplomacy system here. NPH. So I can just write NPH and search. Oh, interesting. The Nephilim. And we're at peace with the Nephilim. Very cool. Thank you so much, Onyxia. Appreciate you coming by. Appreciate the kind words. Sending heart back to you and friends like Barbara. Stools unlocked, Ivy? So I heard, Rex, that you've been hard in the paint in some new games recently.
Have I?
I guess so. Ivy was
my
like,
God.
she can't drag you away from some of these games. I'm like, where's Rex? I miss
They're all
Rex.
games. I've been playing them.
I hear you, man. I am so ready to dive into Daggerfall. Did you ever play Daggerfall back in the day, Rex?
I did. There was a whole period where I didn't even have a computer. I just, I had to play with sticks and rocks and stuff.
Did you have a hoop in there as well?
No,
Low quality.
what a liberty to have a hoop. Oh, it's a dream of having a hoop.
Hey, I remember when I had to pretend out of rocks and sticks too. Rex, you're not alone in that life experience as a kid. Let alone. There we go. Or Champions Visage. Excellent. We got Oni there in the Stygian Abyss. Oni, thank you so much for hanging out with us as we deconstruct the small stone tower here together with the Knights and Squires of the Wyvern's Lair. All right, so question, Ivy. All these chests have stuff in it. Like, is it going to be a simple task of unlocking them? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, I was gonna say, there's no way we're gonna be able to fit all that stuff. Like, one of those chests is probably gonna pop back out of even the beetle because there's so much stuff in it.
Yeah. So let's get some help from the people who are here.
Yeah, well, I don't think nobody's gonna be able to hold them. But what I was gonna say is unlock them all. Let them, when you take down the tower, they'll be on the ground. We can move them out of the way while you place the new one, and then just put them back in real quick. I don't think anybody's gonna come out to steal it. I mean,
okay, we can play it like that. I mean, we have a lot of people here too.
There's a lot of other stuff that can be replaced.
I mean,
there's like all this stuff from the old that's not like the vanquishing and everything can come out. You know, we can go through all that afterwards, but
sure, yeah.
If someone desperately needs something, just ask. Especially with Blackthorns there, I have gear from there, from drops that is never gonna sell. If you want something, a weapon, I'll drop you a weapon. You know, like get yourself a Supreme tank.
I hear you, but it has been a great resource. So we've had people who have like dropped in new players or new to New Legacy, and they just grabbed stuff out of these donation chests. So that's been really helpful from John Elroy and everyone else who's been, feeding items as they feel fit into those donation
Yeah, I'm
chests.
about to donate all the invul stuff that I have sitting in my house because gotta make room.
Yeah, we're bursting with invul stuff. Actually, I can't fit any
Okay.
more into the armor.
Then it will go to
chest.
then it will go to the Moonglow bank drop like I used to do.
There you go. All right, so we got. Are you sure we don't want to employ like the good help of everyone who's here, Ivy? I feel like they all showed up for a reason. I kind of want to give them something to do. So why don't we do this?
I'm just saying that they're not going to be able to put it in their. I mean, there's.
There's just too
When
much.
you look at them, they might be able to put like. I don't know, Slurms. What is your strength?
I got about 200 strength or 200 weights to be able to open
Okay,
stuff.
so like he could probably hold one.
I mean, yeah. So
I mean, I can go get beetles. I have like 5 beetles on.
Sure. I'd
Well,
love
there you
to,
go.
I'd love to
Scruffy.
involve people here. So that would be very helpful if you could do that, and then we'll get Nemesis and Rex involved and everyone else, because my hope was we could all contribute in some small way to the deconstruction of the tower.
Oh, I have a job.
Got the rocks unlocked too, Ivy, over there.
I'm supposed to announce the winner of the offline trivia contest, and the winner, according to my records, is Howie Felterbush, and he correctly guessed that it was Thaco 12.
What was I gonna say? I forget now. Oh yes, now I remember. I have a real concern about the guild resource bank. Like, what the heck is gonna happen to this thing?
Well, you just take it off the wall and you can put it back up. It should work like a bank where nothing gets lost.
Okay,
Right?
okay, got you. Because I don't know how this stuff works, Ivy. So, take it off the wall and it will like show up in my inventory, and then I can put it up on the Citadel.
Yeah, it should. As far as anything that I've ever, because I've used one on production, that's how it works.
Okay, there we go. Yep, popped in my backpack. Nice and easy. Good. All right, we're up on the 3rd floor, the rooftop bar. Let's get to work here. Any plans for the weekend, Nemesis? You got something coming up for yourself with your family out
You
there?
know what? I'm just trying to get a lot of things done. I'm actually heading back out, back home to visit my family.
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, so just projects galore, spending time with them is going to be hard. I'm going to be away from Dre and the little one for about 10 days, which is a long time.
Right, yeah. When are you heading out back east again?
I think fly out the 20th.
Gotcha, okay. So not too far away, and you probably want to get everything squared away for that trip, right?
Trying to.
Where you heading?
Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back where I am from. My parents are still there.
Are you moving to Massachusetts?
No, I did the opposite. So we were out there, and I moved here about years back, New Mexico.
Definitely different weather.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that was by design. By design.
Right?
Yeah, no, my wife is from here. We actually obtained her childhood home, and that's where we're raising our little one here. So we're pretty psyched about that.
Yeah, and apparently a beautiful part of New Mexico too. You guys are whereabouts? You're not in Albuquerque, or are you in Albuquerque? I forget.
It's like on the basically we're on the border of Albuquerque and Corrales.
Got you. Yeah, Corrales. I remember that.
Yeah.
There we go.
I would just like to say that obtained her childhood home is almost sinister.
His handle is Nemesis for a reason.
I am.
No. We obtained it.
We obtained it. No, there was so the long story short on that one is we were trying to decide what we were going to do long term, and her my in-laws, they were actually looking to come out towards us, and then we kind of had the heart to heart that they're like, we really don't want to move. So
we came to the conclusion that if we're going to do that, we wanted to make sure we were in a nice spot, and then we kind of came up with this. Oh well, they're gonna, they're getting older. If they want to quote unquote downsize, and that's what we kind of ended up doing. So they ended up getting something they've always wanted. We got to kind of get this house, and we're super happy with it. Super happy.
Must be nice to have parents that cooperate.
Say that again.
Must be nice to have parents that cooperate.
In certain areas. In certain areas. How about that?
We had this plan. There was this beautiful house on like 7 acres, and it was a nice. You would have probably seen them up in Massachusetts a lot. The style of home. What are they called? The 3-tiered roof.
Like colonial, like almost colonials, or?
It's not colonial. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
But anyways, but the thing of it is we would have the house, then there was this nice, very wide driveway, and then on the other side of the driveway was basically like a large mother-in-law suite. It was a 1-bedroom. It had a kitchenette. It had a bath. Would have been perfect for the 2 of them, and they would have been right across the very wide driveway.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they did not go in for it with us, and unfortunately, it was priced at $475 because it was a rehab. Somebody else got it at the $475 price, right? And now it's on the market for almost $1 million.
Oh man. Yeah. Yo, Nemesis, we can't hear Little Nemesis, but even if we could, it would be totally okay. I always love a little Nemesis cameo on these streams. It's adorable.
He is screaming right now.
Really? We can't hear anything.
He's playing Mario right now and having a blast.
Awesome.
So I just want to make sure he's not disrupting the atmosphere.
I mean, even if we can hear him shrieking in the background, it would just make me smile. It's all good.
Okay, well then we're good.
We're good. Totally good. So Slurns, man, you're at a crossroads. You've been teaching most of your professional life. What do you think you're gonna do? You got that big offer on the table. What's got you paused as far as pulling the trigger and making that choice for yourself? Assuming Slurms is still here. Oh, there he is.
Well, I have wireless headphones, so I was in the kitchen.
Nice.
But it mainly I like teaching because the kids, honestly. When that's no longer fun. As I was telling my wife yesterday, it's because we're talking about like why we still teach and stuff like that, because she's also a teacher. She teaches math to kids who haven't passed their graduation requirements yet. And I said, she was sharing about like one of the kids that was like really hoping to pass their requirement, the last test of the year coming up, and was giving it her all. It has, and sometimes they're ESE students, so they have like disabilities, non-specific learning disabilities that can range from all sorts of different things. And so she tries to help make sure that they pass and, build up that confidence, because sometimes it's just about lack of confidence or feeling secure during tests, stuff like that. And she's like, oh yeah, like I really like, the smiles on their face, this, that, or the other. And I said, yeah, I do it for about the 10 to 15 kids that truly like my classes. And I teach like the fun classes, when you're talking about animation, you're talking about game design, you're talking about 3D design, like you're going like, oh, everyone would love that. No, they don't. But the 10 or 15 kids that really spark, that are engaged, that go from year to year, and they go like, I'm here today because of you, not because of any other class. That's like a warm feeling that people just don't normally get in their job. And having summers off, well, we don't get paid. Well, we don't get paid over the summer, which is, when I always say that, people are like, you don't? I'm like, no. We're salaried for 9 months out of the year. We get paid for 9 months, and that's part of the reason why our salaries are low. Is because but again, if there's no kids over the summer, we don't have a job anyways. Our jobs stop at, when there's no kids, there's no work. Which makes sense to anyone who's thinking about education as a whole. So that's why I still like teaching. And yes, it's a lot of money, but if I were to go work for my buddy, I no longer work, 7 to 3. I work 9 to like 9 at night.
Oof.
Or, it's 10-hour days. It's not being able to just go, all right, there's no kids at home, there is nothing for the kids to learn, therefore I'm done for the day. Now my wife brings home her grading stuff and whatnot, but I get my stuff done in planning and whatnot. It's the beautiful thing about doing design work and stuff like that. It's pretty easy to tell when someone did what they were supposed to and not what they were supposed to. Versus math, she's got to make sure that each step is correct. So I get a little easier on that aspect. But yeah, when the kids stop having the spark in their eye, when the kids stop showing that they want to be there, that's when I'll stop being there, and I'll move on.
Okay. A lot of respect.
So yeah,
for
that's
that.
kind of what keeps me going. Yeah.
A lot of respect for that, Slurms. Those kids are very fortunate to have you and your good wife in their lives. What can I say? I was helped along as a young kid by some fantastic teachers who believed in me and encouraged me as a little wayward kid. So it makes a huge difference in a young person's life to have teachers like yourself and your wife who have a real passion for it and really, push along the kids and really want to see them succeed.
Yeah, I like to think so.
All right, we got all these beetles here. That's great. Yeah, you'll be able to just toss the boxes into the beetles, won't you? Once they show up.
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to go ahead, put that there. I'm trying to empty out my personal chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see, is there anything else that I need to be careful about before we do this? Nope, I think that's it. Got a whole bunch of treasure hunting stuff here. Still haven't figured out how to properly treasure hunt using the classic client, but one day the container cannot hold more items. What? What's going on here? Okay. I'm gonna pull this stuff out, Ivy and Nemesis. Could you guys secure this somewhere? I think this is like one of them's trove maps for the guild. I think. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can. You get that, Ivy? Or hold on.
Oh. Well,
Well, I can actually. I got it. I can drag it back to my animal. I can just run with it. Or nope, I'm too fatigued.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, just making sure nothing of value is left here. Yeah, actually, these are all the trove maps for the guild in the mailbox. So we'll grab that. Grab the recall scrolls. Do I axe the mailbox too?
I think you just released that, don't you?
Okay. It's locked down, yeah. I'll go ahead and release it.
I didn't even realize there was a mailbox behind that.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I need to stand on the steps here.
Alright.
Boom. Mailbox is loose. Axing the banners. There we go. Give them to you here, Ivy.
And for these pack llamas, I'll actually friend you all to this too.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess I can just add friends.
Thank you, Small Stone Tower, for all the memories.
You
Well,
gotta get rid of Bridget.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I also need to
And
get.
you have to unlock all the chests so that they come outside.
Gotcha. Throwing some more backpacks on the ground for people to help with. Layersons, please join me out there in the Stygian Abyss, welcoming an institution from the Ultima Online player community. None other than Violet from Ka. Good to have you here, Ka. Good to have you here, Violet.
Hey, Violet.
Violet's the longtime guild leader of Ka, and they specialize in animal taming as a guild and have a very information-rich website that has been a tremendous resource for Ultima Online players across the world. We all eagerly look forward to an update to the Ka website for information about all the latest and greatest pets. Thank you for being here, Ka.
Yeah, and
Thank you for the well
So they're
wishes.
doing okay. These too warm in here for Bree?
All right, Poison, Ivy, and Wyvern, you should be able to access the beetles now.
Gotcha.
Your backpacks. They added you friends on all of them.
And please join me in welcoming another UO legend to the Stygian Abyss. We have none other than our fellow friend and content creator, Epic Loot Gaming. Thank you for being here, Epic, for this little milestone. I appreciate you dropping by and sending some support, brother. Also, really great time talking with you, reacting to the roadmap roundtable. I'm looking forward to getting out that player reaction with you and Slurms and Nemesis at some point next week. Just stopping in before I tear down the PC for the move. Oh, exciting, Epic. I'm very happy to hear that you are now well on your way to Fruitland and home and rest, hopefully. All right, throwing down another backpack that I can't carry. Boom. All right, now I'm good. All right. Oh yeah, I have to dismiss the NPC vendor, Bridget. Okay.
Yeah, and unlock the chests that are in there.
Gotcha. Oh, look at that. We're chock full of UO legends this evening out there in the Stygian Abyss. We're joined by Cinderella, a longtime guild member of United We Fight out there in Atlantic, and also a guild member here with the Wyvern's Lair on New Legacy. Good to have you here, Cinderella. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the vendor here. Do you wish to dismiss this vendor? I believe so. Well, let me just double check. There's nothing in her backpack. See goods? Any goods? No. Okay, good. Safe travels on your move, say Cinderella to Epic Loot Gaming. Appreciate that, Cinderella. We're all wishing Epic a successful move and hopefully, establishing new roots and a new chapter of his life out there in Idaho. Thank you all for being here. Get the
Idaho potatoes.
That is exactly what I think of whenever Loot talks about heading back to Idaho. Not gonna lie. All right.
Hey, I love me some potatoes.
Yeah, me too. They're good stuff. Okay. I guess we're gonna try to put down the tower. The Citadel, sorry. So, I forgot how to do this. Let's see. I have the decoration device. I need the house placement tool, which is in fact not here. I need to go back to my bank. I'll be right back.
I actually have one on me if you wanted to borrow mine.
No, it's okay. I'll just grab mine out of the bank just to make it easy. Thank you. Appreciate the offer, Nemesis.
No worries.
I may take you up on it if I can't find it in my bank. Let's see. Let's see if it turns up. Okay.
There's also, I think, someone just dropped one on the ground. For you.
I got one. There we go.
Slurms did.
Thank you, Slurms. I found mine. I found my house placement tool here. All right, heading back to the what was once the tower. All right, here we go. Here we go, knights and avatars of the lair. At long last, the Citadel arises. I'm excited for this. I'm hoping we can place it here. I'm hoping that tower allows us to finally place here. So we're going to click on the house placement tool, guild houses, and there's the Citadel. All right, cost is 141. Let's see. House placement is only permitted near settlement start areas and existing houses. Okay, let's try that again. You've attempted to place a house too many times recently. Please try again later. This crap again. I was assuming that our tower should count, right?
Might not be close enough.
Might not be close enough. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get us to the end of the road. Where do you think we should place if we can't reach that? This is a question to everyone,
so
really.
That the Citadel can up you to the
What
left
about-
one.
Like right over in here.
That's a good,
Where me
that's a
and
good
Oblivion
spot.
are.
Yeah. How long is the timer?
Just a minute or so.
Okay.
It's short, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just hang out here. Listen to another wild and crazy story from Rex Rumble.
He got to swim in the swamp pool today.
The swamp pool.
Oh.
Yeah, that thing looks like daggone. Well, we live in the swamp, and let me tell you, you'd have a hard time telling the difference between the pool and the actual swamp. So
I thought you're out there in Virginia Beach, Ivy.
we look up the Great Dismal Swamp. It spans over 1 million acres, and I don't care.
Acres.
I don't care if you're in Virginia Beach, Suffolk. If you're anywhere in this area, you are in the swamp.
What a name for the swamp, the Great Dismal Swamp. What kind of
Yeah,
advertising is that?
Haunted. It's very haunted. It was very prominent for the slaves, and it's got a rich history, and it is very, very cool. If you ever get a chance, just look it up. It's got great hunting, it's got good fishing, it's got awesome hiking trails.
I got a lot of family out there in that part of the U.S., so, you know, God willing, at some point this year, I'll head on out with Maleficent to say hello to you and Rex and get a meal together. Let me just go ahead and thank everyone from the Stygian Abyss here this evening. Thank you all for showing up to celebrate this milestone with us. We got Leafy Nebula, we got Barbara, we got Oni, Violet Ka, Epic Loot Gaming, and Cinderella. And that's all we really need for this. So let's go ahead and try again. Place that guild tower. That citadel, sorry. Okay, let me move down here. So where were you saying, Ivy? What was the area that you were suggesting?
I mean, in this general area on the left side, that's what me and Nemesis were talking about.
Okay. Okay, I have to move down a little bit more because, again, I got that message that I'm too far away from a starting area or an existing house, so we'll try that one more time.
Are there no houses over here at all?
There is not.
I want to know
It's
why
a
they put...
guild housing area. Remember, they isolated guild houses and regular houses.
Yeah, but like in other
I know.
places, they're literally like side by side, and these are separated by rivers.
I do think that I'm hoping the developers look at how they've implemented the two different housing areas, because it does make, like, especially for some of the lesser populated settlement areas, especially like Trinsic, where we are literally the only guild with a structure here, makes it very lonely, you know? I remember Kaz from Friday Night Hunts really strongly advocating for guild members to have house placement rights around their guild house, and I think that would really help foster a great sense of community and make the area a little bit more alive for future seasons.
So that's why I can't place near here. Damn it!
You were trying?
I was trying. Well, yeah, I finally got enough loot to be able to place a house, and I got the same error you were saying. It's like can't place near here, too far away. So
yeah, it's miserable.
Interesting.
All right, let's see where else we can place. You know, something a little scenic. So we can't really. I was hoping to get to the end of the road. That doesn't look it's going to be in the cards for us. Would somewhere over here be nice? Like right by the woods, I guess? A little bit more scenic?
Sure.
It's probably too lumpy.
Too lumpy? Yeah.
It'll
maybe.
tell you that there's, like, you know, a rock in the way or something.
Right. Okay, let's give that a shot. Citadel. It doesn't matter if I place over a player, right? That shouldn't be a problem.
No.
I shouldn't. No, it would pop us over out of the plot area, I would assume.
Okay. Guild housing
Production.
cannot be created here, so that was what Ivy was saying about the land being too lumpy. Let me just move it a little further up. Okay, it says too many times, so we just gotta wait. Wait for the timer to go by. This is awkward. This is exactly what happened last time we tried to place the small stone tower.
Yep.
Now with this, just because I don't know, maybe you guys do or don't, but do they have the ability? I know with the housing sign that you can sometimes like replace through that menu, or can you just place another house and then it would condemn the old tower?
I don't know.
Yeah, because that may be the other option. I'm not sure. Or try closer to see if it's placing.
No, you want to place before you. It'll put it on
It'll
a
condemn.
timer, Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I want to make sure.
So I
They
just
had
tried
a-
to place, and I got the following message around the area where my character is. House placement is only permitted near starting areas and existing housing. So for some reason, we can't get this far out. It's almost as if our stone tower there doesn't count.
I mean, if you tried placing like where I'm at right now, like right next to it, does it allow you to?
We could give that
Yeah, I'm
a
wondering
shot.
if it's just a. Yeah, I might as well just give it a shot to test to see if that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, let me just see. Yeah, that's as good as any, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Epic Loot says, I highly dislike the housing changes and the new wait timer. Is this a new thing, folks? Because I don't, again, new player, I don't really
It's been like that for all of New Legacy.
got you. But it doesn't work this way on the production shards?
They have timers on it if you do repeat for botters and scripters. They kind of change the system around.
There's an obstacle blocking this location or part of the structure would be on an invalid terrain.
Okay.
Let me see. Ivy, could you move just in case? I'm wondering if you could be possibly blocking the placement.
If I'm in valid terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stop
too
being
many
invalid
times.
terrain. Let's try this for 1 second. I should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See where I'm at. Place a tile in front of me and see if it does anything.
Sure. I'll just wait for the timer to go by.
Yeah, because it should be. I don't know if it's 5 or I forget what it is. It's been so long. Whatever the rules are, you have to be so many tiles away from the original house.
Do we have any experienced treasure hunters here on Voice that's going to be with us on Friday for the guild adventure? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I mean, I have a treasure hunter on production and here.
Gotcha. We need 2, ideally. So we need, obviously, you could help out Ivy, but we need a second volunteer. Could Rex potentially help out? Or is Rex not really into treasure hunting?
Oh no, he's into treasure hunting. He helps me on production all the time.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so then maybe between the 2 of you, we can get the guild treasure hunt going for ourselves this Friday. So this Friday will be a dedicated guild treasure hunt. Nemesis, you were there for the first one, right?
I sure was.
And
It was
were
fun
you there,
times.
were you there, Slurms? I forget.
For
We had a guild treasure hunt a few weeks ago. You might not have been there with us. I think it was violence.
I've been to a couple, but yeah.
Gotcha. Well, it was a fun time. It's hopefully going to be very chill. We're going to be doing nothing but trove maps as a guild, and the goal is by the end of the 2 hours for everyone to have a nice collection of antiquities to donate to the Vesper Museum Antiquity Hunt. And we do need 2 treasure hunters to help us. The idea is this: we're wrapping up 1 team map. The second treasure hunter is locating the next trove chest for ourselves. So we just keep on going with very little in the way of downtime.
But yeah, that's easy. And to be honest with you, these new dragons, these undead dragons, I've been soloing the trove maps with no problem with them.
Wow.
Yeah. Like
Damn.
it might take me about 10-15 minutes more than it would with a partner or a group of people, obviously. But I mean, I love them. But to be honest, within the realm of gaming, it's going to make things so outbalanced, especially when we take them back to production. And I think that's going to cause a lot of, turmoil.
If they
don't-
stay the way they are, maybe. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
compared to like a greater or that one that you buy for like 10 mil and you level up like a little Pokemon. Like,
Mhm.
I was talking to someone, they were like, that thing is like so brokenly disgusting for a tamer. Like, there's not really other competition. So it'd be interesting
Well-
if the dragon was competition.
Yeah, but okay, so if it was competition even at this point, when we take them over to production, if we're able to train them up with, all the different things, you see what I'm saying? I mean, they're going to be unstoppable. They're going to have to either make it where we can't train them and with all the different.
So what is the health then on the characters or the pets on production? Like, I'm so out of production, I have zero clue about anything. But like, what's the health? Like, is 600 health like disgusting or?
Before you
like-
answer that, Ivy or anyone else, your Nemesis too, I just want to acknowledge Elroy, one of our most dedicated knights here at the lair. Thank you for joining us. Elroy, appreciate you being here for this move. And I do have one question myself. I see relocate moving crate. What does that mean before we go into this pet discussion?
So if you have items that are stacked in a weird way or get blocked in there, you get a relocating crate. You can basically place it in your house and it will just have items that may have went missing or lost, more or less.
Got you. So there's no way for me to like delete this stone tower.
Are you, let me do this. Hold on. Go here. Are you able to share your screen in Discord?
I see demolish house and trade house. I can trade the house, but I can't demolish it, unfortunately. It's grayed out.
Interesting. Is there another option that allows you to like resize or replace?
Can just trade.
Just trade.
Demolish house and make primary are visible, but they're grayed out as options for myself.
Okay.
Are you not able to demolish a house if things are inside?
Well, let's check what's going on here. I'll just go inside the house.
If you've got a box, you got to get that stuff out first.
Yeah, so come inside,
Okay.
and then go to the relocating the crate. Did he give you an option to put something to like select it, or was it grayed out?
Let's go to that. No, it was an option that I could toggle.
Yeah. Toggle the option real quick.
Okay, let's see if I can find
It
it.
should drop.
again.
It will drop at your. Yeah, it will drop to your feet, I think.
It's the crate, not the boxes. Got you. What the heck? I was able to see that option when I clicked on the house sign over here. Let's see, information, security. Okay, storage. All right, we get all that stuff. Time loyalty. Oh, there we go. Relocate moving crate.
Do it inside. Do it inside though. You'll block your door.
All right.
Now,
So,
yeah, do
click
it
on that.
wherever. Yeah, see now, is there any? There should be something.
There
in
is
there.
a crate right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so double click on that. There's probably something in there. Once you empty the crate, you should be able to double click on it again, and it should go bye bye.
Oh, what do you mean empty out what's in the crate?
Yeah. So it looks like there's 12 items in the crate. That
gonna
could
move
be
that
what's
out.
preventing you from demolishing. Yeah.
There. Done. Should
That's
I put?
it.
Okay.
Yep.
Put that in my
Oh, do you know what
backpack.
it was? I can tell you exactly what it was. That
Mhm.
was from your mannequin, I believe.
Right. Yeah, I wonder why it
And
ended up
if-
there.
I think it's just how it did it. If you come back up here, it already disappeared. It
I can
moved.
demolish the
Yeah.
house. You guys ready for this? Here we go.
I'm going on the roof. I'm going on the
You gonna
roof.
go on the roof? I'm gonna go on the roof too.
We're on the roof.
Let's all go on the roof.
I'm
Come up
going
on the roof,
We can
everyone.
demolish this house.
All right, here it is. The last moments of the small stone tower for the Wyvern's Lair. Come up, one and all for this moment here. We got Elroy coming up too. Excellent. Let's take a picture too. Actually, let's all get a picture together since this is one of those moments for the guild. What do we got here? I got Slurms coming up too. Yep.
You set the priority so that I can't.
Yeah,
enter them.
I'm coming in. I'm gonna help you get through here. Boom. All right. All right, everyone. Get ready for this picture. Move over here a little bit. Boop, boop, boop. Can I have some help taking this picture too? If anyone on your end could take a picture, that'd be amazing. Here goes mine. All
I got a
right.
good one for you.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. Let's do this one.
Okay, that's one. I'll take another. I'll move down a little bit. There we go. I'm going to stand right next to Ivy, actually. Get rid of this and that. Okay, here's picture 2 from my end. All right. Everyone get pictures for themselves. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right.
I just sent one in chat too.
Thank you
There
so
go.
much. 3,
Mhm.
2, 1. You're about to demolish your house. You will not be refunded the house's value. All items in the house will remain behind and can be freely picked up by anyone. Once the house is demolished, anyone can attempt to place a new house on the vacant land. This action will not uncondemn any other houses in your account, nor will it end your waiting period if it applies to you. Are you sure you wish to continue? Yes. There we go. All right, I guess we got to move these things now.
Leapfrog time.
Yep.
Leapfrog time.
Okay. I guess the Citadel is going to go right back to where the original small stone tower was. Thank you all for the help. All right, here we go. We're going to place the house, placement tool, guild houses, Citadel, for all the marbles. There it is.
Hey!
Hey!
There it is.
Let's go,
There it
Wyvern's
is.
Lair! Woo!
Hey!
Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let's go check it out. Let's Epic, man, you're a part of this too, brother. You've been helping us out, you know, as a guild member, as a knight. It's been a real joy being able to check out New Legacy with you. So this is your achievement too, my good friend. It's all of our.
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone needs access,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, no worries. Everyone's gonna have access tonight. Let's go. Jump in, everyone. Jump in. Violet says, now to redecorate. Yes, this is where the fun bit comes in, Violet, with all of us hopefully lending our ideas. Very straightforward structure.
Yeah.
Oh, it has 4 levels, huh? Let's see.
And
Yep.
you get a little bit of storage back for yourself that was eaten away. That's one of my biggest gripes too, is that guild leaders get their housing allotment here cut so heavily because their house is the guild house.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
I think the 3rd level should be a museum. Put like all of our deco. You know, the cool stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking that we could actually sprinkle in those antiquities throughout the guild tower where it makes sense, you know?
Well,
here's
I was
the
thinking
armor.
like the mannequins and put like all the get full sets of all the Exarch armor and all the involved.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
You can put the gems and the talismans on them so that, you know, you can see them.
Gotcha. Yeah, make it
Fancy.
a really nice, weird room. Where do we want to have the first floor as our sort of ceremonial room, as we did back at the original stone tower?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
It's easy to get to the door for the people that can't get in.
All right. So why don't we start decorating, as Violet was suggesting? All right. Let's take a look. Uh-oh. Okay, these are all the dono chests. Okay. Where should these go, folks? Where would you recommend these go? By the way, this is really open to everyone. Everyone can throw in their ideas here. Are we going to keep the 2nd floor as the crafting floor, Ivy?
I would leave this where, because, yeah, I would leave it the 2nd floor to be where like the craft stuff and the, where you know, the thing on the wall to keep everything, just so it's easy to get in and out of. I mean, I understand giving different people different levels for stuff, but when we're not on, if somebody needs something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, you might have to relook at that, but yeah, 2nd level.
2nd level? Okay, can we move the donation boxes up to the 2nd level? Start
I can
there.
help with that.
Thank you.
What? Gilded plate mail of the sealed catacomb.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw it there. I just locked it down just so it doesn't get lost.
I dropped it up there.
Gotcha.
Oh, I was like, we have a ghost already.
All right.
I was like, we'll put armor up there, and I was like, oh, I have an antiquity for that.
Elroy, where do you think we should set up these donation chests, out of curiosity, on the 2nd floor? Here comes Elroy. Over here? Okay. All right. Yeah, we can start moving them to where Elroy is. And I'm able to turn them around once I lock them down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Decoration tool.
Okay, let me see if I can get that going for us. What was the order? It's the bright purple pink one on the bottom, right?
I don't think it matters. Whatever you want.
Let's see. We did have an order to them. Does that look right to you, Elroy? Where I placed the I don't know, the violet one? Seems fine? Okay. All right, so let's see. Right, that was the bottom one. What do we have here? Oh, this is the armor one. So then it would be, I think this is, oh, interesting. Okay. What's this? Okay, so it's the yellow chest that goes next. So we grab this thing, put it, oops. How do I stack these things again?
I can help with that if you.
Oh, yeah, please.
Do me. Let's do this.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I've done this one too many times before. So when you
Excellent.
secure them after that, you can use the decorating tool just to turn them.
Got you. Could you reverse these two chests? Like, let's see. Let's put that one down.
So actually put them on top. This is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So lock them down. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, lock down the top one, but you can use your tool, the little
To turn it.
double click on the to turn it. Yeah,
Okay.
way easier. Trust me.
I'm bringing it up now, Elroy.
Oh, gotcha.
It's just a little heavy for my little arms.
Let's go help Ivy with that one.
I'll take it the rest of the way. How about that? There
Sounds
you go.
good.
Thank you.
I got it. This reminds me of the good olden days.
Oh, you're
moving
right. You're right, Elroy. That's my personal chest that I had in the old tower. I wish to unlock.
Where do you want the red chest?
I'm just gonna move. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure this is. Yeah. Oops. Let me see if I can put that in my inventory or drop it down. It's not locked. There you go. You can throw it right up there. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. You can go right up top. Nemesis. Perfect.
Boom.
Okay. I wish to lock this down. Boom. Okay. And for the time being, I will just move this here and lock it down. But we can do something else with it later. I wish to lock this down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it. All right, and we got these baskets. All right, full of candles. And this is actually important. These are trove maps. This basket, we're putting it. Oh, I remember the setup. So we had the boxes with the rune books next to this thing.
They're actually, yeah, so basically what I did, let me grab it. It's in a barrel right here. So this barrel right here, if you double click, you'll see kind of how it was laid out, sort of, like some of it when I was picking it up. If you're talking
Gotcha.
about the room books and the benches. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And lock down the book too. That's right. There we go. The very helpful book. Boom. All right, Elroy. Since you're really good at like organization, I'll let you kind of set up the rune. Yeah, just have at it with the rune books and these boxes, and then I will go ahead and lock it down for us. I wish to release it. So I'm going to move my chest for the time being. Get it out of your way. Lock this down. How's everyone doing out there in the Stygian Abyss? Violet, Epic Loot Gaming, Oni, Cinderella. How is the week going for you folks? Any adventures in Ultima Online worth sharing? How was the roadmap roundtable? Any big, takeaways or, fun things for yourselves? What the developers had to share? Oh, and just so you all know, this is not necessarily a final design. This is just like draft 1. We're just hoping to get all the stuff out and reset up here. Oh yeah, this is let's take a look at the rune books. Why couldn't you pick them up? They're blessed. Let me throw it outside. Let's see. Put it there. I'm putting them on the floor, Elroy. See if you can pick them up. There you go. Oh, that's odd. I wonder why. Ivy, would you know why we can't mess around with these rune books?
If they're not locked down, I mean, maybe you log out, log back in, see if, or none of y'all can do it?
I can move them around, but apparently Elroy can't.
Maybe
Do you have it
log
set
out, log
just
back in.
locked down versus secure?
No, I haven't locked them down at all. They're just on the floor.
Okay, that's a strange one, yeah.
You want to try manipulating these rune books, Slurms or Nemesis? By the way.
It says out of sight. Yeah, I have no problem picking them up.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we have boss fights. We have places. Elroy, let us know how you want this done, and we'll get it. This is excellent, by the way. These rune books. I hope people make more use of them in the future.
Rune libraries are rare
And
on this server, so having one is nice.
Yeah, and do we want the rune library on the first floor or second floor, folks?
Look, like I said, because of the not being able to get even into the guild house to use stuff if you're new and not a full member,
Mm-hmm.
maybe things like the rune books, we can put them on the front doorstep and let them be accessible to anyone, just so that somebody can get around at least when they first start.
Yeah, but wouldn't anyone be able to use them if that's the case?
Yeah,
or is that
that's
the point? Okay.
That is, yeah. So they can use it, but they can't alter it.
I'm good. I'm good with that. If you guys are, sure. Yeah, Elroy says maybe we could put them outdoors.
Yeah, if you want. Do you want me to set that up out there for
Sure.
you? I can help you
Sure.
with that.
Absolutely. Where would be a good place for our bulletin board? Would the first floor make sense to you folks?
Stick that on the front too.
Oh yeah, good idea. True. True. What about our heraldry? We could definitely go ahead and dye it, Elroy, so they're all uniform shade of red. Could someone help me get this bulletin board up somewhere where it makes sense?
Yeah, I can help you.
Cool.
So there's a nifty trick too. If this is.
I'm also hoping to have some
Okay.
Crimson Dragon heads out here too, if possible,
Let me do this.
and at least one of our heraldry banners.
All right. That is okay.
Elroy says, anyone have dyes or a dye tub?
I can grab one. Is it on this on New Legacy? Is it a regular dye tub? Can you dye furniture with it, or do you need a furniture dye tub?
You need the 10 charge furniture dye tub.
Okay, did not. Nope, don't have that.
But those are pretty common. I can probably turn in some. Just give me a couple days. Because I think I actually threw all mine out because they were so common.
So one option you have
Mm-hmm.
is you can lock it down and then you can raise up the bulletin board with the decorator tool.
Okay,
So it looks like it's stacked on the wall.
gotcha.
I have done a lot of house decorating for a very long time. This depends on how you want to do it.
Let's see where the Crimson Dragon heads and the heraldry banners are. I'd like to get them up on the front if
Those
possible.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Did we find them?
I haven't seen them yet. See a lot of candles and baskets.
That's all the.
Are you looking for a dragon head?
I am.
Yes.
Yep.
I have them right here.
Woohoo! Okay, I got the heraldry banners out too. Grab that. Oh. Can't do that while the trade's pending. Sorry. There we go. All right. So yeah, I'm thinking a Crimson Dragon head above the door.
Sure.
All right, I'll drop on the ground. Boom.
Yeah, and then you know how to raise that up, right? Or do you need help?
I think I need help. I don't think it will go up that far.
Yeah. Watch a little trick. Come follow me.
Okay.
Follow me.
Should I grab
There's
the
a
head
stool.
or leave the head?
And so yeah, you can leave it head. You're gonna lock it down anyways.
Okay.
Come up to the top floor with me.
Okay.
You should be able to see it. Now what I want you to do is lock down the head,
Okay.
and then I want you to use your fancy decorator tool.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that. We'll lock this down.
Mhm.
Done.
And then when you use the decorator tool, just select it to up, and you can basically keep toggling that up to where, yeah, there you go, man. Just gotta do it one after. Yep. Perfect. So
Alright.
here's a little useful trick for this. If you're ever trying to raise things up in a house, it works on, a Z-axis, right? The higher up you go, so if you go up to the fourth floor, the higher up you can raise the item. So if you go on, so if you go on the first floor, you can only raise it up so high.
Mind blown.
Yeah. Yep. Little helpful hint.
Heck yeah. That looks good. Okay. We got the Crimson Dragon head there. And then could we get the banners to the either side of it? Let's see.
Yeah, you have to place those with deeds, right?
Yes, I have the deeds with me. Can I give them to you?
I don't think I can place that because it's not my house. I can try, certainly.
Okay.
If you give me one, I'll let you know if it works.
There you go.
Oh, okay, yeah, it does, believe it or not. Okay, so let's see. You may want to do something like...
Yeah, Elroy
so
says, did we
I have
get
to be
the... Where did the rune books go? I didn't touch the rune books.
I have the rune books in my hand.
Oh, thank goodness.
Who wants them? Yeah.
And Elroy says,
they're my
did we
backpack.
get the furniture dye tubs?
I'm looking in my bank. I'm checking my characters.
Thanks, Storms.
All right, I'm going to pass the... I cannot place
cannot.
this for you.
Okay.
But what I can do is I can help guide you. So what I want you to
Sure.
do, which may work, is I'll give that back to you. Try placing on this tile and that tile.
Okay.
And I would imagine you want them to face south.
Okay. Give that a shot.
Elroy, I'll go see if I have one at my house.
I found a furniture dye tub, so I at least have one for 10 charges.
When you say tile, you're talking about the tile that you're on,
Yeah.
Nemesis?
Yeah, so literally the tile that I'm on, to be able to place it or what's right there.
Okay, I'll try that.
Do you have the dyes too? Or...
Yeah.
The target location has at least one impassable tile adjacent to the structure.
Did you try south or east?
Tried south.
Okay.
Yep.
You could try the other way too. I'm not sure if that will cause a difference. I
Yeah.
assume it's facing south is the way that you want it.
Well, south turns into this, so maybe the east?
Oh, yep. Then you want east. Sorry. It's confusing sometimes of how
Yeah.
they do orientation.
Definitely. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That
Yeah,
looked really
yeah,
nicely.
exactly.
Okay.
And then the other option, if I were you, up to you, you can do the same thing most likely, where if you do that little trick I told you, you can place this one, the second one, wherever you want to put it, and then you can go on the roof and raise them up higher on the
Gotcha.
Citadel if you want.
I seem to be missing one of the heraldry banners.
I put it in the
One of the
bag
bags,
on the
maybe.
floor. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah. Go ahead and see if you can fish
I
that
see
out.
it. I see it right here.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got it for you.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
There we go.
I'll put it-
Okay. Try.
And if you want me to
placing
think of
that east.
any decoration ideas too, I will keep some in mind.
Sure. I'll try to place
Um,
those banners a little closer to the door. Assuming
want it
we're going to
closer
put
to the
the
door, then you-
putting the rune book there,
Yeah.
right? So.
Yeah, that's fair. So maybe where I'm sitting.
Yeah. Yep.
There
Yeah.
you go. That looks
we
good.
go.
That looks really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that makes room for the rune books as well.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, while Elroy's doing that, let's start setting up the ceremonial room here. Do you have those furniture pieces, or do you know where they are, Ivy?
They
they're
should
in
be
the
in that
barrels.
bag downstairs.
Downstairs? Okay. You can definitely help, Ivy, if you want to, like, throw stuff out and start, making, I mean,
I've been
yeah.
putting the barrels back together.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's important.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give this to Elroy.
Oh, the
then.
barrel. Gotcha. I see the barrel. Elroy says, I'll need the Roombas to actually stack everything
Yep.
up. Okay.
I got it for you, buddy.
I don't actually see the stuff that belonged to the ceremonial room here.
It may have been in. So there's 3 barrels on the second floor that I put a lot of furniture in.
Okay. Large table, that belongs to the bar. Presentation stones. Yeah, that belongs to the, well, no, that belongs to the bar too, for that matter. All this stuff belongs to the bar.
Okay, so that's
All right,
all
now there's
bar.
more furniture dye tubs than you could ever want on the first floor.
Yeah, no, I don't have them.
Is it a basket, maybe?
What is it you're looking for now?
The benches that belong to the ceremonial room.
Let's see. Let's look in the pack llama.
They should be empty, hopefully. Maybe I missed something. Oh, wait, hold on. Aha. That's maps.
I'm not seeing them.
Well, we definitely packed them up. Could they be in one of the beetles?
Nope, beetles are empty.
Oh, wait a second. Let's see. So it just seems like we have most of, like, the actual legacy item decorations here, like the wings and the dragon head. We're just missing the benches.
I know maybe Elroy, I know he's doing that for the rune library. Maybe he has more, potentially.
I can go make some benches on. Yeah, give me a moment.
Yeah, Elroy has a lot of benches, he said.
Okay, then probably it's on Elroy.
Yeah. Also, in one of the bags over here, I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier with all, like, the deeded decorations, too.
Nemesis, is there a way to raise this Crimson Dragon head in the first floor?
There sure is. So we're going to do it a little, almost the same strategy. Did you already lock it down here?
I did.
Come up. If you do Control Shift, can you see at the head of the Crimson Dragon?
I can, yes.
Okay, so come all the way up with me. They go up a floor or two with me.
Do I need to go all the way up? I think from here it should
A little
be okay.
bit. If you can do it from that floor and it raises up, great. You need to go up probably at least one floor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if it's raising for you, then great. There you go.
I think it's a little bit too high. It's poking through the floor.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Put it one down. Oh, still poking up. There. Is it through?
Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah, it looks better. Let me see. Alright, that looks okay to me. Is it still poking through a little bit? Okay, there we go. Now it's not doing anything weird. Okay. And then let's see if we can get this this bulletin board here. I kind of want the bulletin board to be in the interior because I do want people who are invited to the tower to be able to sign it, not just everyone, you know.
Do you want to put it right next to like the dragon, something like that, or
maybe next to the staircase here?
Sure.
Benchmaster
I don't
says
know if
Ivy.
that... Yeah, I'm not sure if you can turn it or not, but
maybe not, huh? No, we can. Wait. Let me think. No, we couldn't.
Try. No. I try doing this. Try locking it down and seeing if you can turn it with the decoration tool. I don't know if that's turnable or not.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
I don't.
I wish to lock this down. All right, there we go. Let's give it a turn. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Hey.
Perfect. I like that.
Yep.
That's fine.
Charlie, you having fun?
Hey, little buddy, little nemesis.
How about hey little nemesis over here?
Tiny nemesis.
Yeah, he is.
Cute little guy. All right. So we got the Crimson Dragon head here. Actually, let's go ahead. I wish to release this. Boom. Move that there. Let's get the head of Eureka. Oops. No. Okay.
Oh no.
What happened?
Awful time for Blackthorn. Awful time for Blackthorn.
Down. There we go. Okay, the rune books look like they're ready to be locked down, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Okay, let's do... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that real quick. I don't want the rune books to go anywhere.
Disappear.
Thank you, Elroy. Elroy says, all right, got the rune book stack assembled. Got the other things died. Very nice. Thank you, Elroy.
Now we gotta put something really cool looking on top of that one so that it'll stand out to people.
What, the rune books?
Yeah, on the very top
Sure.
wooden bench.
Also, I put a mailbox up to the right as well,
Thank you.
which I think you can actually access from down here too.
Layersins, please join me in welcoming Feronial there in the Stygian Abyss, saying, is this the decoration episode? This is the establishment of our guild Citadel, Feronial. So yes, this is in a way the decoration episode. We've reached a really great milestone for our guild, the Wyvern's Lair on New Legacy, a couple of weeks ago, and it's high time we set our guild tower down. I agree, Ivy. You have ideas, and if anyone has ideas about what we could use as a set piece, push it's down.
I know.
Ooh.
The dragon from Blackthorns.
Oh wow.
The statuette.
Do you have that?
No, but we can get it.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, we can eventually get it. I didn't know. I don't even know what that is. Feronial says, nice. Is this an upgrade? It is. So the way New Legacy works, Feronial, the guild system basically rewards hard work. So this Citadel that you're seeing here represents months and months of labor from all the knights and squires that have ever been part of this this player community. And as I said at the very top of the stream, we're here because of everyone else who's contributed to the journey of the Wyvern's Lair. Because as Ivy and John and others can tell you, it takes a lot of collective effort to achieve this sort of guild level milestone on the seasonal shard. It requires a lot of guild prestige points, tokens, or whatever.
A lot of late nights.
A lot of late nights, exactly. This is exciting. All right, just making sure. All right, let's go to the rune books.
Or am I thinking of the museum? Maybe it's the museum I'm thinking about. The dragon.
Yeah, the museum, 250 coins, I believe. Or points.
Oh, does Blackthorns even have anything for deco, or is it all just armors?
I think they have the golden, like, or the gilded statues. That
Oh
look
yeah,
kinda cool.
that's right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I think that's all taken care of. Thank you, Elroy, and everyone else who helped set that up.
We could put a fresh stack of bag balls up there.
Well, now you have so much room for activities.
I mean, for the time being, I'm open to that. All right, so the next room of focus is going to be the first floor. So if anyone wants to grab things for the first floor and help out Elroy here and myself, that'd be greatly appreciated. I like these benches, the way that they've been set up here. And let's see if we can get a fireplace in the center there. Just gonna move all this stuff here. Do we have some more benches, Elroy? By the wall here. Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and lock this down. Do we have some benches underneath the dragon head there? Possible. I will move.
Hey, just remember, these balls are mine.
Oh yes, let's make a note of that. Ivy, do you have access to the spreadsheet?
I do.
Okay.
I've collected them throughout the season. If I can get it up there, then that's the question.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah. Nemesis, do you want to try to help with a fresh sack of bag balls? If nothing else, we can put it beside the rune books as a decorative piece. Oh, look at that. He did it.
Like,
Look at that.
and then raise it up just a touch. I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but in EC,
It looks like a bag of balls.
animation. No, it just looks like a set of them.
That's funny. All right, here we go. Raise it up a little bit.
Can you see the animation? The animation of the bag ball.
Who says that the Wyvern's Lair doesn't have a sense of humor, right? There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Let me get back down to the first floor. Yeah, Ivy and everyone else, please jump in and help us round out this first floor. So feel free to grab decorative pieces and, go ham here.
And I need to do bedtime with the little guy, so
Hey,
I will
little
try
Nemesis.
to return as soon as...
Yes, indeed. I will try to return if I can once that is done.
Nemesis,
But
thank you
guys enjoy
so
in the
much.
meantime.
Thank you so much for being a part of this this milestone achievement for the guild, and thank you for helping us start the initial establishment and decoration of our citadel, my good friend.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. You all enjoy, and I'll try to be back if I can be.
Sounds good.
Right.
All right,
If
take
you're
care.
on later, I'll probably be on with John.
Hey, dude, let's party.
Oh
All right, you all
no!
take care.
Oh
I'll
no!
talk to
You guys gonna make me have another late night with you folks too again?
One of us.
Yeah, one of us.
Sorry.
All right, see y'all.
See ya. Down we go. Okay.
Elroy needs you at the rune books.
Get the rune books. All right, Wyvern, could you try to open a rune book? Okay, that's what Elroy is saying. Okay, let me give that a shot. Yes, I can. I think I need to set the security on them. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to anyone. Okay. Let's make sure I got that set up for all the rune books here now. That looks good. Okay, and we should definitely get some information from people about great great player vendor shops that we should have here. I'll ask around and see if I can get some good rune stones for that stuff as well. Okay. Do we got some benches for this end of the room, by any chance? Elroy says, all right, they all seem to work now. Good. Thanks for letting us know. Elroy. I think we'll have to make some more. Gotcha. Would you be able to help us out with that, Elroy?
Oh, and change the settings for access on the bulletin board too. I can't even use it.
Okay. Let me go ahead and set it to anyone. There we go. Done. Do we need to worry about any of the items that aren't locked down on the second floor, Ivy, or will they be here for a while?
They'll be there for a long while.
Okay,
Just
good.
don't log.
Gotcha, okay.
Make sure everything's locked down before you log.
Before I log out? Okay. There's Nemesis. Slurms, you still around?
I'm in BT.
Oh, you're
Black
BT.
Doors.
Gotcha, okay. Fair enough.
They're in spirit, but you know,
Hey, I hear you. I
the
hear
mind's weak and the body's got to go.
you. No worries. Totally understand. And while we're waiting for Elroy to come back, thoughts about how we could make this a grander room. So I'm thinking we could stretch out the benches quite a ways, right, Ivy? So everyone can have a seat here. We could have multiple fireplaces, too, for that matter.
Yeah. You might want to, well, I didn't say a dragon head there, but I was going to say if you wanted to put that oven-looking thing here just so it looks like a fireplace.
Ooh,
Then maybe stick the dragon head on the top of it.
we could try that. But the trouble with that is it's going to poke through the
True.
Yeah, I'd rather do it up at the top where it's not going to do that weird stuff. Let's see. Wings of Eureka. Let me pull that out. And while Elroy's doing that, let me see if I can put this down. Okay.
Can you give me access to the chest so I can kind of clean out the old stuff?
Oh yeah. Which chest are you looking for? All these?
Please.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess I need to set the security for these things too. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, have at it, Ivy. Whatever you think is not worth keeping around. Do I need to make a trash barrel for you?
Sure, that'd be great.
How do I... What's the command for the trash barrel again?
I wish to place a trash barrel.
Okay. Place trash barrel. There we go.
Now, it's not letting me open the stuff inside, so they're locked down, so they need to be secured,
Okay.
not
So,
locked down.
I wish to secure this, right?
Yeah, I wish to secure this, and then you have to set the access to.
You try the top one now?
Perfect.
Okay. There we go. Secure this. Boom. Anyone? There we go. Let's secure this. All right. All those chests should be available to you. Let me get the basket as well, for that matter. Just secure this. All right, there you go, Ivy.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Looks good, yeah. Thank you, Elroy. Elroy says, in some spots it wants the benches to lift up a layer. Should I unlock some of these benches, Elroy, so you can shift them around maybe? Because of the stuff on the walls. Should I take the stuff on the walls down temporarily? Okay. Yeah, we can give that a shot. I'm just going to go ahead and just quickly release these things. Okay. Just to release this. There we go. Done. All right. Oh, that worked. Yeah. And what do you think about stretching out the benches to like over here, Elroy? So we have a larger meeting area representing, hopefully, the growth of our guild and larger social occasions with the rest of the Ultima Online player community here in New Legacy. I'm thinking we could just stretch it, you know, down the room here. We could have a series of fireplaces and, you know, pedestals for various, you know, showcase objects. Should I begin locking down the benches? Just straight lines like this. Yes. Yep. Should I start locking the benches down, Elroy? Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and start doing that. I'm actually kind of excited now at the idea of us having a public rune library, Ivy. I'm glad you pushed for that.
Yeah.
And then we could
Yeah,
even,
we can,
really improve upon it and make it a resource for the shard, right?
yeah, and and maybe it'll attract some attention, and people get curious, and you might end up with a few new people.
For a few new squires for the guild, always a welcome thing. Doing a great job, Elroy. Thank you. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good, what you have there. I don't think we need to stretch it out any further. Unless, of course, you want to. If we're going to make them symmetrical, we'd probably need one more here, wouldn't we? Oh, no. No, we're good. You're right. That is symmetrical. All right. I wish to lock this down. Boom. I wish to lock this down. Okay. Now let's get a campfire here. Should we move the benches to make them more obvious? Yeah, sit down, Elroy. You know what? Actually, that's not a bad suggestion because people who sit down here probably won't get won't really be displayed very well for anyone else. Yeah, okay. I'll start unlocking these things. Good call. There we go. Releasing.
You know, if you use circle of transparency, you can see that lower row.
Right, no, that's true, but like, let's say I'm standing, if I'm sitting here and you sit down on that side, Rex, like, I really don't see much of you, so that Elroy's suggesting to push up the benches by like a tile.
I agree.
Yeah. Alright, how the heck do I, isn't there like a quick command to like just do the same line of text again?
Control Q.
Control Q, maybe. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much, Ivy.
Yep.
There we go. It's going to make it far faster. There we go. Done. Yeah, a lot better. A lot better. People are nice and visible now. Let me know when you need any help. I think we should pick this one up. Okay, I agree. I think it would look better without it. Boom. Done. I like it. Okay, let me go ahead and start locking this down. Lock this down. And let me throw down these heads, Rex, so you can play around with them. And the dragon head too, and the wings. Have at it, Rex. Do your worst. There you go. Alright, wish to lock this down. Oops. Control Q. All right, that's looking good. Okay, let's deal with these heads.
How do you place these damn things?
Which ones?
So I pick up the wings of Eureka, and here's the head over here. And I feel like we should put the head and the wings together, since they're from the same
Right.
trophy.
Yeah.
So I've got these wings. Now they're in my backpack. I don't know how to make them place, though.
Ivy, any hints here or tips for your husband?
I'm sorry, I was zoned out. What?
I can't place. Oh, shit. Now they're just floating in the air.
What are you trying to place?
These wings of Eureka.
Well, they only face that one way. So
They're floating in midair. I did. And that's how they got there. Uh-oh.
Alright, don't click anything. Thank you. Wyvern.
Yeah.
This box right here with all the treasure maps, don't you want to keep that separate so it's easy to just grab?
Sure.
This red one right here in front of me.
Sure. Where do you want me to put it?
I mean, you can set it right here beside these, just so that it's in the general area of everything else. But
Okay. All right. So like to the side of them, right over here.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like right up against it if you can.
Trying.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed when I try to put some stuff down, I think because of y'all raising things from the higher levels, I wasn't able to place some things on the floor and things below.
Gotcha. Elroy, would you mind taking a look at that red box upstairs? That head.
It's on the other side over here.
Where'd that thing go?
Okay, how'd you do that?
I just put it into the tile right in front of you.
I tried that.
Ah.
Tried it up in the air, which probably was kind of cool because it looks like it's hanging from the ceiling. But it also looks stupid.
Oh, let's see. Whew. Let's see. Hold on one second. Elroy says supply and stack maps, kind of low level. What do we need to do with them? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely have a backpack full of troves, so maybe these are just maps that have been donated just at random by guild members, Elroy. I definitely have something that's just pure trove and hordes, so I don't know. I mean, we could definitely just put them aside and, I don't know, and then fill it with trove and horde maps. Actually, I do keep the trove and horde maps in the mailbox just to secure it for the guild. Now that I think of, I guess we could leave it there for people to grab and use as they want. Really. I wish to release this. I'm gonna switch them around. Actually, no. Wings first, then the head, as it's presented here. or head at the far end of the wall, and then the wings. I kind of like that because it's not like a row of heads, if you will.
It would be really cool if we could layer them, but we can't we?
Well, what do you mean?
Well, so that where I mean,
You can make them fall behind the head.
well, yeah, or like the head above the wings or something, but so that it looked like, you know, like a trophy, like a, hey, we killed this thing twice and took all of its stuff.
Let's see if we can manage that. Maybe I can do something like that here. I'm just trying to. Oops, I'm having trouble with the wings now. Oh no!
Let's see. Haha. So was I.
Yeah, in my house, I put the wings up first. Then I put a stool in front of the wings and put the head up and locked it down, and that made it look like the wings were right behind.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, let's try that. We'll see if that works. Oh man, not really. I kind of want the wings to be closer. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I wish to lock this down. Boom. And then can we get this? Yeah, we can. Okay. I wish to lock this down. And then we can put the that guy there. We should lock this down. The only issue that I have with this setup is that this Crimson Dragon head is where it's at. Yeah, it looks a little crowded.
Off center.
A little off center, exactly. But I don't think we can do anything about that. I think it's just how the tiles are set up, you know? Unless Elroy has, or Rex has some ideas here too, for that matter.
So we have a Eureka head and a Torst head. Oh, we have wings for both of them. Shit. Okay, now the asymmetry is killing me. Can we move the red dragon head over?
Yeah.
Attach.
Yeah, let's see.
You might be. Can you move it down? Because that might make it look like more centered.
Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, that looks a little better. Are you guys okay with where that height? Or should we try?
I mean, the height is fine, but it's just so off, especially with
gotta
the
move it to starboard. It's killing me.
Okay, let's take down the head for the
What are
moment.
you doing?
Oh, hold on.
Release this.
Trust in the process. Tell me about the process. All right, there you go. If you lock those down and you move the wings up, it should look like they're behind them.
Okay, I've done that. Oh, I like how you've done that. It kind of saves a little bit of space, doesn't it? Lock this down. Wings of Eureka.
Oops.
Do I need to take down the head for you?
Unlock the head here.
Okay.
Of Torst.
All right. Done.
Thank you. Keep trying to give it to people. And what I did is I used circle of transparency so that you can get this last little block over here in the corner to show up to where you can hold something down on the floor to get on this first visible.
Okay.
Honk move. I keep dropping it on your head.
Oh, that looks good. Okay. We should lock this down. Done. Done.
Yep. Now if you lock the head down and move it up from there, it might be more centered.
Let's see what options we have here. So we got that. We got that. And that. That looks good. Okay. I wish to lock this down. Hey, welcome back, Elroy. How do you like how Ivy has arranged the manticore heads and wings here? They're a good decorative piece. We can find hopefully opportunities elsewhere. Can barely see the wings. I get that. I get that they're still there. Like I can still see them. They're an accent to the headpieces. So I'm good with it.
Yeah. And I mean, I like fire. But like what I'm envisioning, since the dragon's head is right here, is that we put those fire pits all the way down.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was thinking of it. Like I was thinking of fire pit, stone pedestal, display piece, fire pit, stone pedestal, etc. Kind of like that. Let's see. Because the issue there is, Elroy, is if we don't do it that way, they kind of look really scrunched together, right, Ivy? If we don't, I guess I should move it down a little bit, right?
Yeah, if you're going to put it up that high, though, you might want to put it over here where you had it, because if you're raising it up over here where I'm standing, it's going to end up here.
Yeah, let's try that.
And maybe more center.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Elroy says fire pits and stone pedestals might be awkward for spacing. We only have a 2-tile wide path in between the benches. Gotcha. Okay, we'll take a look at that, Elroy, and see what's up with that. Okay, got that done. And let's go ahead. Start raising up the Crimson Dragon. How's Blackthorn's going for you, Slurms?
It's going pretty good. Just killed Aron, so we have Olak and the Wine Elemental.
Aha.
Backbone and stuff.
Nice.
So going smooth.
Glad to hear it. Okay. How's that looking, Ivy?
It looks a lot better than it did way over there.
I agree. Yeah. Can I see something very quickly? I just want to see. Hold on. I'm going to take down the heads for a moment. Now that we have the head positioned where it is, I wonder if we can put out the wings so they're displayed a little bit more. The dragon head, that is. So let's. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Where's the? Oh, that looks good. That looks really cool. I like that. Ivy, are you okay with this?
What happened? What'd you do?
Well, take a look at the, what is it? Torst.
Oh, you took the wings from behind him and put them beside of him?
Well, now that the Crimson Dragon head is, like, better positioned, Let's see. Let's... Elroy says, if we move the benches to make a 1-tile wide path, we could do something with the fire pits and pedestals. Okay. All right. Let's focus on just getting this right for the moment, and then we'll turn our attention to. Okay, so that's where that is, and then. Okay, yeah, I'm good with this. It looks like the dragon has wings now.
Looks like he's got flippers.
Flippers, yeah. All right, Elroy.
Well,
fire pit time.
I gotta head out. 10 o'clock.
No, I'm just kidding. Ivy, Rex, thank you so much for helping us get this far. I'm really excited. I'll probably keep on working at it a little bit with Elroy here. Just a question for you folks. Let's say we're not able to complete the decorations tonight. What do I do about everything that's on the floor here? Like, how do I safeguard it?
Lock it down until we can get back to it.
Hey, easy done. Sounds good. Sounds good, Ivy. Also, let's start thinking about the rune library here. I really like the idea of having, like, you know, all the best player vendors having a space somewhere in these rune books, along, of course, with points of interest on the shard. So I'm excited to hopefully make a really cool rune book out of this. Also, rune books to rune stones to different guild houses as well. That'll be cool.
We can definitely add a couple more. Looks like, yeah.
For the convenience of it, should we have the guild resource bank object next to the bulletin board or up on the second floor? I'm curious.
I'd put it where all the resources are going to be, which will be on the second floor.
Okay. In that case, that's what we'll do.
I shall be back in a little while.
Sounds good, Ivy. You take it easy. Rex, thank you so much.
And I'll be unconscious. 'Cause
And he'll be asleep.
I'll be asleep.
Cheers, Rex. You take it easy, man. I'm glad you could make it.
Right. Cool.
Oh. What the stuffing, dude? I'm having trouble putting the guild resource bank up here, Elroy. What the heck? Let's see. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, there we go. All right, let's take that down. And let me try putting it here. There we go. Oh, but it's kind of obscured by the boxes. Right, yeah. Any recommendations for where we should put that? Maybe over here, so it's like in the center of the room? I kind of like the, because it's a nice little important piece of, well, something like that. Anyway, while I'm doing this, Elroy, think about, you know, where you would recommend to put the guild resource bank, like somewhere that's hopefully aesthetically cool. All right. You cannot lock this down, but can I turn it? I can. Okay. That's where it ends up when I turn it, so let's try that again. Again, any thoughts or recommendations you might have, Elroy, definitely welcome. Probably best to put it where we're going to have the crafting stuff. Okay. Might need to decide that first. Okay, fair. Then we'll keep that aside. So let's go back down and focus on the first floor. Maybe that's all we're going to be able to finish today, which is fine. Elroy, whenever it's getting late for you, let me know, and we'll save the rest of it for the days ahead. I do need the deed for the fire pit. I don't have it with me right now. Let's see where it is. Got the stone pedestal. Grab that. Okay, yep. Nothing there. Let's lock down the mailbox. Speaking of, just to secure this, actually. Boom. All right. I'm good with owner only for the mailbox. All right, let's take a look at these backpacks. Oh, that's my backpack. All right. Leave that there for the time being. There, fire pit. Found one. Okay, so let's... Fire pit there. I see what you're saying, Elroy. Let's look at the pedestal stones instead, the presentation stones. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying about the benches. So it's really, what do we do? So we could keep the row I'm on and clear and move the benches to my left one tile closer to me. Oh, I get what you're saying here. We could? Yeah? Yeah, absolutely. You want to try that? I'm game. Right, then we could put either put stuff in between the benches and the staircase or put stuff on the row man. Okay, let's give it a shot. So, again, I'll start releasing these benches here, what you're sitting on. Okay, done. Done. Might need to move the benches at the top as well. I'm going to go ahead and release them. Done. Let me know if you need help turning them. Oh, there you go. You got one. Yeah, I guess that could work. So we can't fit two benches here, just the one? I guess that's what looks symmetrical. That's fine. Could we put one bench here and one bench here too? If that's okay with you, Elroy? Just extend it a little bit. Since we're losing... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and secure this. And then while we're here, let's just see what the fireplace looks like. Yeah! That looks kind of cool. Okay. I see what you're saying. Elroy says, could do a whole row of them for the Dragon's Breath. You don't want to do some presentation stones as well, Elroy? For some of our cooler, you know, showcase items we might want to show off for visitors and guests. Gotcha. We could definitely try both, honestly. Just see which we think looks better. Here, let me just see this. Just gonna go ahead, put the fire pit here, so it does look like the Dragon Breath, and then we put the presentation stone there. Yeah, so we just kind of like treat this like a feast hall type thing. We could probably find other ways to put the presentation stones. Yeah, let's try a row of fireplaces, as you're suggesting. And it's very easy to change that at some point if we feel like, you know, we'd like to try out that different look. We could even put them here beneath the manticores too, potentially. We do not have... That's the one fire pit that we had, Elroy. Would you be able to craft some more?
They're a reward. They're actually kind of hard to get.
Oh!
Easier probably just to buy them.
Gotcha. What are they reward from, Slurms?
What is it? Alchemy, I think?
Ah, okay. We could ask John to make some, I'm sure. How many do we need, Elroy? Okay, 7. Let me make a note of that. Hey, John, any chance you could help us obtain 7 fireplace decorations? There we go. Anything else that we want to do here on the first floor, Elroy? It would be kind of fun to see if we can get these presentation stones going with the Gorguard shield and the sword to either side. That's actually a good idea to try. Let's see, I wish to lock this down for the time being. Maybe it doesn't work. But let's see. Let's see if we can get it looking kind of cool for ourselves. Oops. Okay. Okay, sure. I'm happy to move it. I wish to release this. Where are you suggesting, Elroy? Along here? Okay. Like one there. And, let's see. I am having trouble. Hey, Nemesis is back. There we go. We got Nemesis here. Oh, wait. Maybe it's here. Let's see. Dark Tapestry. I can't find the bag with the other presentation stone, or the Gorguard for that matter. Let's see. Yeah, I can't find it, Elroy. We got, this stuff is associated with the rooftop bar. This is my personal bag. In fact, let's see. I think these are items donated by, what's his face? Tete. You put that here so I don't lose track of them. There we go. Vermin collars, boots, yep. Okay, there we go. Got that in the mailbox. So that's one bag taken care of. That should be empty. Throw that down. Outside, so we don't get it confused. There we go. And then this bag has all the vendor items that you had so kindly bought for us. Oh, we have 2 sets? That's interesting. Yeah, it seems like we got 2 sets of the NPC armor here for some reason. Maybe someone left some stuff on a pack animal. Yeah, that could be the case, because we don't have those items. There's no sign of it anywhere
Can't
else?
stable a pack animal with anything on it, so if they stable them back up, they should have been empty.
Hmm. Are we just not seeing this this thing? Yeah, and all the crafting things I don't have access to either, for that matter. Let's take a look at my status. Pull my 432. Why am I so heavy? There we go. Put that in there. What is making me so darn heavy? Am I missing something here? You may have picked up a bunch of stuff up. Yeah, it seems that way. It seems like I got a lot of stuff on me. I got the Trove maps. These are the guild Trove maps. Okay. The bag, I think, used to have the vendor equipment is empty. I have that on my character, actually. So I have that stuff with me. Let's see. Yeah, I have 2 bags worth of vendor equipment. Elroy, I'll show it to you. Trade it over so you can see. So this is the first one, and this is the second one.
Alright guys, I am headed out for the night.
Hey Slurms, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
Peace out, man.
Peace
Bye.
out. Put that there. Empty, huh? Are you looking for something in particular? Says, oh, that's Nemesis. Gotcha. Hard to explain over text. Yeah, now I'm looking a lot better as far as my encumbrance is concerned. Could Ivy have had them somehow and logged off with them? Well, oh, hey, a lot of... Did someone take some stuff out of one of my backpacks here? Because I had a whole bunch of gold and antiquities in one of them. It seems to be missing now. Or do we have a thief on stream? That could be the other possibility. Nick, maybe Autoloot's taking stuff? Perhaps. Because I had a backpack full of gems and antiquities. Check the mailbox, maybe? No, it's not in the mailbox. I secured a whole bunch of items in the mailbox. Yeah, these are my antiquities here. Yeah, what happened here? I do not know what's going on. I'm going to grab that backpack. And I'm also going to put... Oh, yeah. Encumbered. Just going to put the armor for the NPC vendors here. Just make sure... Okay. That's... Yeah, that all belongs here. And then we have this one too. Nope. Nope. This is my backpack. I'm going to move this stuff here. Yeah, fortunately I didn't have anything too important in that backpack, but it's definitely like all the gold, all the gems, and the antiquities are missing. Yeah, we're missing a whole bunch of stuff. Oops, let me pull up the chat here. Journal, there we go. Double check to see how that looks. Okay. All right, that sounds good. Thank you, Elroy. I'm just doing some little tinkering around here with my journal. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Huh. Nothing over there either, huh? Well, fiddlesticks. Set security. I'm just going to go ahead and make this for guild members only. Yeah, like 16,000 gold there in that backpack. But, so, just to recap, Elroy, we're missing a lot of decorations like the Manticore Chew Toys, Presentation Stones, Gorgard Shield, the Golden Sword. We're also missing most of the rooftop bar decorations as well. These treasure maps in this backpack are also disappearing. Elroy says, I remember seeing Manticore chew toys and bronze sword when I was looking through bags in the new tower. Correct. Yep. Hey.
Hey, what's happening? So wait, what seems to be missing?
We're missing a lot of items from the guild tower, the Citadel. I'm wondering if someone stealthed in has been slowly taking things out of the backpacks here.
Interesting. Okay.
I just set the permissions to get through the door to guild members only. But yeah, now there's definitely someone here. There's no longer any treasure maps in the backpack.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Can people stealth in New Legacy?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad that most of my important items were on my character here.
Okay.
Yeah, Elroy, I think we've been robbed. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah.
Wait, I do me a favor. Go to your skills and try using detect hidden in the house.
Okay. Skills. Miscellaneous. What would it be? Thieving?
Probably under thieving, I would assume.
Yeah. 0% though.
It shouldn't matter in your house.
You carefully check the house and find no hidden people. So
Okay.
Elroy, so for example, if you come down here, this backpack was full of little treasure maps. They're all gone now. Like one by one, they disappeared. This backpack here is also empty. I'm gonna go ahead and change the permissions on these treasure chests too.
Because here's the thing, usually I don't know how like item decay would work, but usually I think it's like if you wait 2 hours if something is not left and not locked down, it can decay on the ground.
That could also be it too. But I was told by Ivy that it takes far longer than that. Or was she incorrect?
No, it could take, like I said, 2 hours. And honestly, considering we're moving, that's like once it's placed on the ground and no one's touched it. Yeah, that's exactly. So I don't think it's decay.
Yeah, I'm setting permissions here to all this stuff for guild members only.
Because here's the thing, if someone does, so again, we can test something out real quick. Yeah, I don't think anyone could get into the house technically if they didn't have permission to the house, right?
We set the door to anyone, so anyone could have gone in.
But if you hover over the sign, is it private or public?
That's a great question. Let's see. It's open to the public.
That's it. Yep. There you go.
So how do I change that?
You don't. You probably wouldn't.
Can't.
Because it's. Yeah. It's probably how the housing settings configured in New Legacy for guild housing.
Oh right.
Yes.
Well, whoever whoever stole these items, I tip my hat to them. This is an Ultima Online moment. It's one of the reasons why I'm very adverse to having security on these things set to anyone. That there was a reason why I had it set to guild members only. But even then, you could probably stealth and sort of sneak in if you wanted to. But I suspect that, yeah, I mean, if we have these things disappearing from these backpacks, then we may have gotten robbed. Baronial says, if the door was open, shouldn't someone just be able to walk in? Correct. That's right, Baronial. So even if we had set it to members only, they could come in and eventually take this stuff. But the rest of it's secured, and, it's not all that great of a loss, whatever was obtained from those containers. It's definitely annoying, but there was nothing... I definitely had collected a nice, tidy sum of antiquities. That's annoying for myself as a player, but these things happen.
Well, you know what? I have plenty that I'm happy to donate. How's that sound?
It's okay, Nemesis. You hang on to yours. But, so rule moving forward, this door will always be set to guild members only. I absolutely do not care what anyone thinks, but no one is going to come into the Citadel uninvited moving forward. But yeah, I think this is basically as far as we can take it. As far as what we're able to do with the direct decorations we have on hand. I do want to thank you, Knight Elroy, for helping establish our first floor here. It's looking really good. Elroy says, ran out of stuff to put up all of a sudden. That's correct, Elroy. That is right. And I also want to thank you, Nemesis, for assisting us establish the Citadel. We haven't lost anything, you know, that can't be replaced. So it's just, you know, it goes back to what you're saying, Nemesis, in that offline conversation you and I had about, you know, Ultima Online memories and moments.
Yes, yes. We all learn something sometimes too, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened.
No, it's totally fine. Let's see, did anyone leave a message for us? No. Well, I mean, it very well not be. It may not be a thief as well. It could be something entirely different that we don't quite understand. Maybe Ivy logged with much of the decorations on one of her characters, or on you know, perhaps one of the beetles here. Even though we did see it in the Citadel, so I'm not so sure exactly what happened. But I'm excited for the Citadel. I want to thank everyone once again for helping us get to this moment. This is a real milestone for the Wyvern's Lair, for the Knights and Squires, and I really cannot wait to see where we go next with this. So please stay tuned. Look forward to more adventures here at the Wyvern's Lair with myself and the avatars of the lair. And I do want to thank all the layers into the Stygian Abyss who showed up for this. Leafy Nebula, Barbara, Oni, Violet from Ka, Epic Loot Gaming, Feronial 2. Thank you all for being here. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and look forward to seeing you all here soon for the next adventure.